What is up, motherfuckers? I have a story for you. I had originally made an entire other video of me baking bread. This is the loaf that I made. It's still warm. I decided to take a depression nap afterwards because literally every fucking thing that could have gone wrong went wrong. I mean, the bread still turned out, but I was just like, that's gonna be a shit video. After laying in my bed for about 15 minutes, I was like, fuck it, I'll make another loaf. So here we are. Okay, before we get started, for the second time, many of you who are very observant may notice, yes, I'm in my underwear. It's hot as fuck in here. I have to film next to my AC, and if I film with the AC on, you wouldn't be able to hear me. So I'm dying of heat exhaustion, and I have been for the past 4 hours because that other video was shit. Now, let's bake. Here's what we're going to need. We're going to need 2 1/4 tablespoons of active yeast, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 1/4 cups of warm water, 1 1/2 teaspoons of kosher salt, and 2 1/2 cups of flour. You're gonna need a mixing bowl, a Dutch oven, and parchment paper, and saran wrap. Here, got all the flour, and we're gonna get our yeast going in that little sugar water action going. All right, you ready? I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. You ready? Let's go. So here we go. Got our water, okay? And now, get some of this yeast in there. Come on, baby. There we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right, now we need 1 teaspoon of sugar. Get that baby going. We're gonna let that hang out for about 5 minutes. Let it get all yeastified. It's gonna be fucking lit, okay? All right, now that it's all yeastified, we're gonna add 1 1/2 teaspoons kosher salt. Oh, all right, now here's the fun part. Just dump that bitch in. Ooh. Okay, now that's gonna sit there just for a second. It's gonna do its thing, get everything all yeastified. And then we're going to slowly but surely add in some of the flour. So just do a little bit at a time. Kind of stir it up. All right, really starting to thicken up, starting to look like pancake batter. Really just fuck it up. Just like college. Just fuck it up. That's the side right there. Let's just get it all right there. All right. Splash a little flour just right there. Play with it a little. I think that's really coming along well. My tone says otherwise, but I promise you it's coming along a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this in here. Bada bing, bada boom, place it over. And we're gonna let it sit for 30 minutes. And we will be back in 30 minutes. All right, we're back. We're just gonna pamper up our work area here with a little bit of flour so that way whenever we put it down, it won't stick to the fucking table and I won't have a mess later. One side. There we go. And we are just gonna move it all around. I'm just gonna knead the dough. All right. Now our dough is finally starting to actually take form. Mamma mia, Papa Pia. You know what I'm saying? First, we are going to get out parchment paper. Just get it a piece that's long enough. Put that down there. Put the dough there in the middle on the parchment paper. Now we're going to do what's called scoring. It's not what you think it is. Though if you make this bread and you give it to someone you might be interested, you might be doing some scoring of your own. Scoring is basically just like cutting holes into the top, kind of just slicing a little bit. Basically, it's just for aesthetics, but it's also kind of helps the dough breathe. I don't know, let's just do something fancy. I don't know, I feel like Peeta from Hunger Games. I don't know, maybe do like a little smiley face. Okay, so we scored our smiley face, and now we're gonna take the Dutch oven out of the oven. Hot, 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 hot. Okay, so how we're gonna do this is we are going to bring it up, pick up each corner. You just wanna lift it up, just set it down right there in the middle. All right, now this bitch goes in the oven for 30 minutes with a lid. Where's my lid? There's my lid. Just put that bitch in there, see it in another 30 minutes. Now while that is in the oven, it's time to clean up a little bit because we made a fucking mess. Daddy doesn't like messes. Snort all that good white deliciousness up. Goddamn. All right, got bread. Slowly. Ah! Like a dream. See that? You see that bread? That's bread. We just made bread. I'm gonna turn my stove off so that my apartment doesn't burn down. Well, that was me. We made bread. If you do that on the backside of the bread, you're not only showing the bread, you know, who's your daddy, but if it's a hollow sound, like it is, that means it's fully cooked and there's no shit in the way. That's how we make bread. We just made bread. Go us. If I can do it, you can. Seriously. Oh, and it left a cool little pattern. Look at that. You see that? That's neat. All right. So that's probably going to be the end of this video. I know that my subscribers are mainly consisted of either people that I know, people who know people that I know, or my friends who just feel morally obligated to subscribe to my shitty YouTube channel. So leave a comment down below, leave a like on the video, subscribe to me if you haven't already, or I'll find you.